So
Also,
yeah, please.
also, yep. Also, please share the yesterday's recording.
Yeah,
That will.
I'll share you. I'll share you some. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay. So, as we discussed the last time, the yesterday and day before yesterday, so we are discussing about the what we need. Okay. So in the organization, when you are planning to buy any product, okay, how you are planning to buy this product, and how you are finding the vendors, suppliers.
Okay.
Okay. So that is the process we are discussing here. Okay. So for this process, what we did now, as of now, we created the what is the requirement. First, we created what is my requirement. So that is the requirement we created. The document called purchase requisition. So in this purchase requisition, we have mentioned that what are the we need. Suppose I need laptops, I need computer, I need some kind of assemble some kind of accessories. So those are all we have mentioned in the purchase requisition. So the purchase requisition is nothing but like the list of all our needs. So that is the
Right.
I just mentioned here the purchase requisition. So once I created a purchase requisition, that means I have prepared that what I need. Then after that, what is the next process to finding the vendors, to finding the suppliers, because the same accessories, same laptop, same books we are getting from the so many vendors. But I cannot go blindly and I cannot buy the product because I need to search that the product cost and where I can get the less cost and how where it exactly I can buy this product. All these things I need to get the information. So for this information, what I did, I have created the RFQ, request for quotation. So as a part of the information, as a part of the finding the vendors, what I did, I'm just searching for the who is the my suppliers. So in the outside, if you remember that, okay, if you we have so many vendors are there, HP and Apple, Samsung, Dell, Acer. So there's so many there brands are there. So which brand I'm supposed to buy? So that is my target. Okay, who can
Right.
where I can buy this one? Okay, so
Right.
for this, what we did based on my requirement, what we listed on the previous document. So for this, I just prepared that what I need into RFQ. Okay,
Okay.
so this information we are sending to the different departments. Okay, so what is the
Okay.
difference between the purchase requisition and RFQ here? Purchase requisition is the we prepared
Regular.
internally document, but we
Yeah.
are not shared to anyone. Okay, but
Right.
RFQ we prepared the document as well. We are giving that deadline. Okay, because before the deadline I need to get all the price quotation for this price from the vendors.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right. Right.
so RFQ one, I have created multiple RFQs based on the above requirement, and I have sent to different vendors. Okay, so
Right.
RFQ one, it goes to HP. RFQ goes to Apple. RFQ three goes to Samsung. So like different RFQs, it is going to different vendors. Okay, so in the SAP standard, okay, we created these documents. Okay, so now what we need to do, we need to prepare the what we need to do here. So we need to maintain the price quotation once we get the information from the vendor.
Okay.
That was the second process. So as of now, RFQ it is completed. So what the next process is, maintain the quotation. So it's kind of the bidding. Okay, so we can say
Maintain the
bidding
quotation.
also it's a part of the finding the vendor supplier. Okay, so
Okay.
maintain quotation. So what do you mean by maintain quotation? Once we send the information, once we send this information to the supplier, boss, this is the my requirement. So this is the material I need, and this is the quantity I need. This is the plan. This is my address, plant address, and this is the delivery date. So all this information which we are giving to the vendor. Okay, because why we need this information? Because what material is required, if you don't know, they cannot supply, and how much it is required,
Right.
if we are not given that clear picture, then they also not aware about that. Okay, I can supply one or two products, I cannot supply 1,000 pieces. So might be the supplier capability also we have to be checked at.
Hmm.
The plant, why we are entering plant address? Because where exactly it is located. maybe he is in India and maybe vendor is from US, then he cannot supply sometimes, right? So he also
Okay.
needs to be checked that where exactly the location and the delivery date. So the delivery date also is very important, because if the I am asking tomorrow I need, whether vendor can supply or not, that also it's required. Okay, so this information is mandatory, right? So because this information we are maintaining in the RFQ. Okay, so now we already informed to the vendors. These are the vendors. Let's assume that HP vendor and these are different vendors. Okay, so I have forwarded these RFQs to vendor. Okay, and I'm just waiting for their price quotation. Okay, so suppose
Are you sharing a screen?
okay, sorry, let me stay. Okay, anyway, it is repeated, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm just going with the maintaining the quotation. So what information it will be there in the quotation? What information it will be there in the quotation? So adding to the above, so the RFQs which is created in this information, what information it is there? The material and vendor and quantity and plant, right? So what information it is there in the quotation? So material information is there, and quantity is there, and plant is there, and delivery date is there. Other than this one, other than this one, we already added the above vendor, right? So this is the vendor information also it is there in that this quotation. Okay. Other than this information, what it is there? We have pricing information. Price information it is there. So what kind of the price information it is there? So the base price can be, it may be freight charges. What is the freight charges? Freight charges is nothing but like
Transportation.
a delivery
Yeah.
cost. Okay, and maybe labor cost, okay, unloading loading cost, depends. Okay, whatever it is there, maybe some people they are including unloading loading cost into base price as well, right? Sometimes, so it
Yeah.
depends it is. Okay, and labor cost will be there separate, and maybe packing charges. Okay, and if there is any discount, if they are providing discount. Okay, and if they are giving some payment to discussion, payment or discount, that also we can include. So like, okay, so what do you mean by payment discount? So payment terms, it's like within the 15 days, if you are paying the amount, the entire amount, if you paid to the vendor, he can give us some 5% discount on the total
Right.
price. So
Mm.
because so many people they will pay after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, right? Maybe
Right.
to attract to the company, so vendor can give that. Okay, within the 15 days, if you pay the amount, total amount, so I can give 5% discount to you. Like, okay. So now in this quotation, we are maintaining this information, pricing information. So whatever the information we got from vendor, so that information we are entering into our SAP. Okay. So to log into the SAP system, okay. So we have SAP app. Okay. So in the this is the SAP app. Okay. So we just click on this SAP app, and we can find there is a different servers are there. Okay. So you can connect your practice server. Okay. And you need to enter the ID and password. Okay. Then, so each and every process, there is a transaction code. It is there to connect the process. There is a transaction code. So that is like here we can have the ME47. Okay, ME47 is the maintain quotation.
Okay.
So if you see that here purchase requisition is ME519. Okay,
Mm.
and if it is
RFQ is
go
in
to RFQ is the
ME41.
ME41.
Yes.
Okay, now we are in the process of sending the maintaining the quotation. So this information, where you got this information, price information? got from the suppliers. Okay, different suppliers, they are sending this information. Okay.
Okay.
Now go to ME47. Okay, enter the RFQ number. Okay, so let's go with the one by one. So enter the quotation number. Okay, enter. Okay, so as we discussed here, okay, we have the material information. Yes, material information is there. Castings, this is okay, and quantity, how much it is required, 1000 pieces, which is required. Okay, and the plant, which is like which plant it is, 1100 plant. Okay, so 1100 plant is. So this is the plant 1100 Berlin city. Okay, first of all, okay. And what else it is like delivery date? When it is required? So 27/02/2022. February 27 is my requirement. Now what it is needed? The price. Price it is showing 0. Okay. That price we have to be entered. Okay.
Okay.
So now it is coming down. Are you able to see this one? I think
I can see your desktop.
okay. I just suppose. Okay, so now the net price. Okay, so the information which I need, enter the net price. So I'm just entering the let's assume that okay, the cost will be the 10,000 rupees here. Okay, I'm just putting 10,000 rupees plus. Okay, there might be 1% of freight delivery cost. Okay, so I can enter the freight cost in the different ways. Okay, either we can enter a fixed amount or percentage or based on the order quantity. Based on the each order quantity, maybe they can charge like 0.1, $0.2 like. Okay, so
Okay.
I can enter different ways. Percentage also you can enter total amount of percentage. Okay, so let's assume that I'm just entering the delivery cost additionally. So there is no discount and nothing is there. Okay, let's assume that. So I'm just entering this price information 10,000 here. Okay, then I will be select this line and click on the conditions here. So there is a conditions tab is there. Okay, item conditions. Click on this item condition button. Okay, so you can see here based on the pricing procedure, the analysis which we configuration, whatever the pricing procedure it is there, that is captured here. Okay. So these are the different components like gross price, discount, surcharges, okay, and this header discount, okay, freight charges, okay, customs. Okay, if whatever it is needed, that we are updating here. Okay. So now let's assume that what we did. So I said that freight we can do the value and percentage and okay, so I can do with per quantity, percentage and value. Okay, now my planning is it is like 1% of freight cost. Okay, so I'm just entering that 1% freight cost. Okay, so total amount is 1000 per 1000 quantity. Okay, the price is I entered that 10,000 rupees. Gross price is 10,000 rupees. Out of this 10,000 rupees, okay, so 1% it is freight, okay, and 2% it is cash discount. Cash discount it is nothing but like a based on the payment terms. Okay, so
Okay.
payment terms. If how we will get the payment terms here? If you go to header, okay, you can see here there is a payment terms it is updated. So in this payment terms 0003, okay, so the maximum we can get the discount 2% discount. So that is supposed to giving that. Okay, between 14 days if you have paid 2% the cash discount will get.
Okay.
Clear? So that if I just selected you should pay immediately. You will not get any discount or something like. If he said that, then that will be that will not be captured here. That will not be captured the cash discount. Okay, this is saving it. Let's go up again. Okay, 10,000 and go to okay. If you see here now 10,000 and there is no cash discount because cash discount is 0. Cash discount is
Right.
0. Okay.
Okay.
And these price charges were it will not be impacted on the net value because so depends on our settings. Okay, sometimes what will happen, might be I can pay this freight charges to some different vendor. Maybe transportation vendor will be different and main vendor will be different. Okay, so near logistics, which I'm using, some logistics traveler, I'm using that supplier as a supplier. So in that case, what we can do, you just select this one and click on the details, and I can enter that here, the vendor number, the supplier number, transportation supplier number. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I'm just saving this one. Okay. So this is the RFQ. Now it's created. Now let's assume that now this is for the 1000 vendor. Now let's go with that the next vendor. Okay. Let's assume that the price will be the 11K here. Okay. And there is no delivery cost here, but there is some discount. It is they are giving that 10%. Okay. So there is 11K. The price is too high, but they are giving some discount. Okay. So let's go to the 89. Okay. Enter. And the price will be 11,000 here. So I'm entering 11,000 here. Okay. Then go to conditions here, and I'm just entering the discount charge on it. Okay. So where is my discount here? So this is also, there is a possibility there per value, per quantity, and per percentage. Okay. So what is the meaning of the percentage and per quantity and per value? So got the point, right? What is the difference in these three? Per value.
Yeah.
So this is fixed amount. This
Fixed amount. Yeah.
Yeah, this is total amount and total amount percentage. This is, and this is per quantity. How much it is?
Per quantity discount. Yeah, I agree.
So now, as we discussed here, 10% is the discount. 10% discount. Okay. So now it is the total amount. Okay, 9,700. So because I can see here some cash discount is there. Okay. So if you want, you can keep it the cash discount, or if you don't need this cash discount and there is no, okay, then you can change the payment terms here. Okay.
Okay.
Clear?
Great.
Okay. Now I'm just going with the next vendor. Okay. So let's assume this one vendor is the 9K. Okay. And freight charges will be there. That means might be 10%. Okay. 10% of freight charges, and I can see something which is like discount 1%. Okay. And cash discount also is there. %2. Okay. Let's keep it to cash discount and remove this discount. Okay. Anyway, discount we discussed, right? Okay. So there is the price is too low here, 9,000 plus freight charges 10% and cash discount is 2%. Okay. So by looking into the price, this is a very less, 9,000 rupees. Okay, let's see how the system will analyze that the pricing comparison, and let's see how system will propose the which vendor is best vendor. Okay, so let's go to update this information in the RFQ. Okay, so I'm just entering that 9,000 rupees. Okay, and go to conditions. Here already cash discount 2% is there already, and freight percentage will be you can 10%. Okay, so then I'm saving this one. So now we got all the pricing information. So this information will maintain in the quotation.
Okay.
Okay. So any questions from the pricing quotation, update the quotation.
No, I mean that's okay. I mean, we
Yeah,
just agreed on the base price and
yeah,
percentage
correct.
discount and
So
everything.
this
What?
information you will get from the different vendors. Okay.
Yeah,
So how
right.
you communicate it to them, the same way they will communicate to you. Okay. So
Mhm.
then maintain the quotation is completed. Now I know the prices, I know the vendor, materials, quantity. So the next process only the we need to find that the best vendor from the above vendors, right? So here we will be calling as price comparison. So the next process is price comparison. So the price comparison, what we will do, okay? We will be comparing these all prices, okay, for per each quantity, how much it is like randomly, and what is the best price it is like, okay. So because since there are so many components out there, okay, manually calculation is very difficult. So we can ask SAP system to compare all the components and give provide the best of this one. Okay. So for this, what is the transaction code is ME49. Okay. So
Okay.
ME49 is the price comparison. Okay. So ME49 is the price comparison. So let's go to ME49 here. Okay. Now I can enter the quotation numbers here. Okay. I can enter the purchase organization number here, whichever I enter purchase organization number, and I have that common number, which if you remember that, okay, when we creating the quotation, I have entered that one common number, okay, to identify this. Okay. So that information we can capture here. So PRS 123. Okay. So if I enter this here, so how many okay. So whatever the RFQs, what are the quotation numbers which is connected to this collective RFQ number, it will be display all these things. Okay. And we also need to be calculate the discounts, the delivery cost, and determine the FX price. I'm selecting the all and just executing this one. So we have three RFQs which is connected to this collective number. One is 88, one is 89, one is 90. So by looking into this prices, okay, the system is provided that okay, the 90 is the best vendor because I'm getting for the very less cost, and it is just 9,720 rupees. Effective price is 9,720 rupees. And if you compare to the other vendors, 9,900 and 10,100, almost it is near, but comparison is very important.
Okay.
Okay, so
Price
uh, so
comparison.
uh, based on this information, okay, maybe you can find it additional information, what exactly it is like, terms of payments it is there, and terms of delivery it is there for 90. If you see that for 90, we entered the payment terms and we entered the terms of delivery. But if you see that for 89, you have to pay immediately, and 88, you have to pay immediately. So you can also compare these payment terms and everything. Okay, so whether you can able to pay immediately, if you, maybe if it is not paid, then there might be have some different penalties from the
No
vendor.
charges. Yeah.
Yeah. So everything they have to be checked that. Okay. So whether the company can pay or not. So that so based on the price system is giving, but other than this one, you also need to compare that. Okay, at that time some condition also it is very important. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So let's assume that okay, I want to go with the this vendor because I'm getting some time to pay the amount because sorry, so I will go with this vendor, okay, because I'm getting the time and as well I'm getting that okay, I will get the less cost. Okay, the price will be very less cost. Okay, so now I'm selecting this vendor. Okay, other than these two, I need to select. I need to reject these two vendors. I need to reject these two quotations. So what I need to do? Select this one and go to quotation here. Okay,
Yep.
so 89. Okay, and there will be a rejection indicator there. So you can select the rejection indicator here.
Okay, so basically you're rejecting the other
So
quotations. Okay.
quotation, other quotations, I'm rejecting that because
Okay.
I need to be informed, right? Which quotation is selected, which quotation is not selected, right? Okay, so then save, and again I'm just selecting this one. Okay, and I'm just selected this one and save.
Okay.
Okay, now this is the one vendor which is selected. Okay.
Okay.
So for selecting quotation, what we need to do, the next process. So as we discussed here, we find that needs and we find the vendor. Who is the my best vendor? He is the my best vendor. 90 is this is my best vendor and this is the quotation. Right? So I got all this information, vendor and material, quantity, plant, delivery address. So what is the next action? Once you find all the needs and once you find the place and location where we can place the order, so the next one is obviously we can place the order, right? So how you will go? So in simple example, if I'm saying that, okay, if you go to online shopping, what you will do? So you're searching for the multiple on-site shopping carts, okay? So Amazon, Flipkart, and different websites you are searching, and finally you find that one is the best, and what you need to do next, you can place the order. So here also the next process will be the processing order. Processing order. Okay, so that we called purchase order. Okay, so this is the purchase order. Here we will be have the transaction code ME21N. Okay, so the transaction code is ME21N. Okay, so what we will do here, purchase order is nothing but like it is a legal document, document and external document. So why I'm saying legal document? Because if you are sending this document, that means you are agreed to buy the product. You agreed the terms and conditions. Okay, you agreed to all these things. Everything you compared, then only you placing the order. So once you placing the order, that means it is a legal document. Legally, he can proceed to sending the goods to your location. Right.
Okay. Right.
So that's what difference here. Okay, internal document and external document. That is the word difference. Okay, so so in this purchase order, what we'll do? What is the reference here?
Reference is yeah, I mean this the price comparison that we did.
Yeah. So quotation number is the reference.
Quotation number.
Because from if I just compare to the purchase equation, I don't have the vendor information. I don't have the price information, but the quotation I have the all the information. So I can take the reference document as quotation. Okay.
Selected quotation. Right.
I'm creating a purchase order with quotation number. Okay. So let's go to the ME21N. Okay, create purchase order, and what we need to do here, I'll be entering that my reference RFQ number. So I can create a purchase order with reference to RFQ number. I can create a purchase orders with reference to the purchase requisition. Okay, I can create RFQs with agreements, contracts. Okay, and I can create a purchase order with reference to existing purchasing document. That means previously if it is created any purchase document, I can take that as a reference to copy. So copy functionality also will be work. Okay, so can recall this one. Okay, so I can create with reference to quotation. Okay, that means RFQ.
Okay.
Okay, with reference to PR. Okay, because if we have the regular vendors, we have
the cost
yeah, I can get
information, vendor information. Yeah. Sorry.
yeah, correct. So with reference to PR also I can create. and with reference to contracts. If there is any long-term contracts are there, I can go with the outline agreement also. Okay, and with reference to existing PO, copy functionality.
Right.
Okay, so these are the ways we can create the PO. Okay, now we are going in the process of with reference to quotation. Okay,
Right.
so I'm just copying this quotation number, and I'm just entering in the quotation number here. Okay, and if you have the item number, you can enter the item number. How many items are there? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, different items are there. You can enter and enter. Okay, so once you enter the all information, okay, based on the master data and based on a quotation, all this information which is captured. So no need to enter anything. All it is captured. What it is required. Okay, the vendor information which is coming from quotation. Okay, because we already selected the best vendor here. Okay, and the price which we already copied from the quotation because already we entered the prices, and the pricing components, gross price and freight charges, okay, and cash discount, all it is replicated from the quotation to here. Okay, and other than this information, material information from the material master record and quantity. If there is any conversion, it is there. Suppose in the base unit of measure in my company, they are counting in the boxes, but in the supplier side, they are not sending in the boxes, they are sending in the carton. So each carton have the 10 boxes. Okay, so then I have to be maintain the carton also, because when we are receiving, we are calculating the based on the cartons. We are not calculating boxes. Okay,
Right.
so how the vendor is sending the these products also, it's very important. The base unit of measure.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Okay.
other than this one, okay, the date which we are committed, that means which we are planning, 27th, and how much quantity is, okay, and purchase requisition numbers which is copied from the purchase requisition. If you need multiple deliveries, okay, let's assume that on 27th I need 500, and 28th I need 500. Okay, so in that case you can enter this 500. Okay, so multiple delivery dates also you can enter here. Okay, if the comment is from the different multiple delivery dates, you can enter that. Okay, clear? Is it clear?
Yeah. It's good.
Okay, so I'm just selecting deleting here, and I will be go with the one only. So multiple deliveries also it is possible. Okay, and then you can see that there is any tolerances. Tolerance. What do you mean by tolerance?
Tolerance here.
So it is quantity tolerance. Okay, so when we receiving the stock from the vendor, suppose let's say instead of we are requesting 1,000 pieces, but I got the 1,200 pieces. Okay, so did we accept this 1,200 pieces or not? So that is the
The
we are
percentage
using
value.
here tolerance. Over delivery tolerance is nothing but like if I just maintain the 10%, okay, so 10% means out of 1,000, 10% I can agree. That means 100 pieces. Okay, till 1,100 pieces. Okay, I'm okay. But other than this, more than this 1,200 pieces, I cannot agree because it is too much burden to me. So based on my planning, my requirement, it is I need only for 1,000 pieces, but excess 10 pieces okay, or excess 1,100 pieces okay, but more than 100 pieces I cannot manage that.
So
So
what if it goes the other way? It's minus 100 pieces then.
minus 100 pieces is like under tolerance.
Okay.
Okay, so
Over
under
delivery or
tolerance is
under
nothing
tolerance.
but like a out of 1,000. Okay, if I get the 900 pieces, okay, so obviously I should check that. Okay, under tolerance, okay, whether is it okay, we can receive 900 and we can manage that, or do we need to be send information to the vendor and asking to send the remaining quantity. Okay.
Okay.
So that is under tolerance. And unlimited, if you selected unlimited, okay, then obviously it is like a number of items you can send. That means a number of quantity you can send. Okay, there is no restriction to send the quantity. So these products, it is a regular products, and we are selling. Keep on, there is a huge demand. It is there. Even if I get 2,000 pieces, 3,000 pieces, also I'm okay. So in that case, they can put the unlimited.
Okay.
Okay, and this is reminders in case if we didn't get the confirmations or if we didn't get the acknowledgement. So those cases, maybe we can just send the reminder mails, and if we did not get the proper on time, we can send the reminder mails to them. Okay, that information based on the first reminder, second reminder, third reminder studies. Okay, and this one is plan delivery time and GI processing time. How long it will be take to process this purchase orders, purchase request and everything, and how long it will be take once you receive the stock to process into the your store location. Okay.
Okay.
And Incoterms is nothing but like a depends if it is a import vendor, that means abroad vendor. Okay, there might be some conditions in the freight. Okay, so what it is like? Okay, they can supply the goods. Okay, but they will deliver the goods to the your shipping point, not in the not into the your location. Okay, might be there is a possibility like if suppose see that the goods which we are getting till customs department, from custom departments you have to pay the customs and you have to pay, get the stock from the vendor. The
Okay.
cost
No,
will-
we do hear Incoterms a lot actually. So okay.
yeah, okay. So it's like a sometime what will happen. Okay, so cost and freight and everything you should be sorry, see for okay, cost freight it's might it's company has to put has to pay company. Sometimes what will happen, free flight cost. That means they will be till dispatching from their location, okay, delivering to their location, all entirely the vendor will be taking care. But some cases what will happen, you have to be take care from the vendor location to your location. Sometimes what will happen, they can dispatch the goods to your nearest landmark. That means like nearest to maybe port, or it may be wherever it is like location. Okay, so landing location, they will dispatch there and they will be leave the product in the their location, that location. So you have to be collect from there. So depends on the different conditions you can maintain in incoterms. Okay, and if the product is related to self life, okay, that you can enter the remaining shelf life, how long it will be like. Okay, so once you get a product, is it 10 days, 20 days, 30 days remaining the shelf life, manufacturing date, based on that you can enter. And initially, do you want to be do you want to put into quality inspection or put into block stock? Okay, so to do some more analysis, more quality checkup, then you can put directly into that quality inspection stuff. So the system will not, the stock will not go to the directly unrestricted. Unrestricted is nothing but like a, you can use immediately. Okay, there is no restriction for this product. You can use immediately to the, you can buy, you can sell to the customer, you can use to the production in anything. But if it is quality inspection, that means you are expecting some quality check. Okay, that quality check will be happen from here. Okay, and
Okay.
there is a shipping instructions. Okay, so maybe there is some terms and conditions on the shipping instruction that you can maintain here. Okay, so this is the delivery related information. Okay, if it is valid goods is shipped, non-validated goods is shipped. Okay, and if you don't need, suppose let's say I'm not expecting any deliveries for I got 1,000, actually I ordered 1,000 pieces, but I received only 500 pieces, so still 500 pieces need to get from the vendor that stock. But I'm okay with that 500 pieces. I don't want to further this one, so I'm just not expecting any deliveries further. So I can close this PO, selecting this PO. So the delivery completion indicator. So that means we are telling to the system, okay, it's fine. I can go closing this PO, okay, without receiving the entire complete stock.
That's also a possibility.
That is also possibility there, because maybe 1 year after, 2 years after, still if you not receive the product and your auditing team, why still it is open, you didn't close this purchase order, okay, why how long it will be, the terms and conditions, everything, it is not valid. So in that case, what you can do, okay, I don't need to do, I need to I don't need to get further stock again from this vendor. I'm just putting delivery completion together. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And this information for the invoices here, whether there is a valid invoice, receipt is required, and is it final invoice, okay, and year based IV and ERS, okay. So ERS we discussed, right? Evaluated receipt settlement, that we will discuss about when it is like, if we are not expecting any invoice from the vendor, okay, you can select the ERS. That means automatic settlements. Okay.
Okay.
So without receiving the invoice, you can pay the amount to the vendor by automatic settlement. Okay. And GR based IV. So this is one part which is like GR based IV. What do you mean by GR based IV?
Good.
Okay. I can give you one example here. GR based IV. GR based IV. So this is the one we can say like three-way check. Okay. This is the one we can say the way of checking, three-way check. Okay. So what will be happen here? I have created purchase order. Okay. And PO price entered. The PO entered the PO price. Okay. And I entered the order and I entered the quantity also. Okay. Now, when we are doing the GR, so what do you mean by GR? Goods receipt.
Goods
Okay, we
receipt.
are receiving the stock from the vendor. Okay. Suppose I receive this, okay, quantity like 100 pieces. Suppose let's assume that here 100 pieces is 100 pieces, and here it is like a PO which I created price which is like $1,000. Okay. So $1,000, and it is the GR, it is 100 rupees, 100 quantity. Okay. Now in the GR, let's assume that I received only 90 pieces. Okay. Now I'm about to do the invoice. Okay. So invoice, when I'm just checking the invoice, the invoice which is we received from the vendor for 100 quantity and price is $1,000. Okay. So did you accept to pay the amount for this 100 quantity? Did you accept to pay the amount for the 100 quantity?
Yeah, we did actually. Yeah.
Okay. Why?
As per the purchase order.
But as per purchase order you are doing, but the quantity you received only 90 pieces, right?
Ah, okay.
Right. So that is what GR based driving. So it is validating the GR quantity also. So what will be happen here? Price validating from PO and quantity validating from GR. Okay.
Okay.
So GR based driving is the three-way check. So it should not be happen any fraud, because system should not be accept that. So PO received a 90 quantity, the system needs to be allow for the 90 watt.
Okay.
If we did for the 10 quantity, system should be allowed for the 10 quantity only. Okay. So that is a GR based IV. Okay. So the pre and this is the down payment category. If you are paying any down payment, sometimes what will happen when you're creating purchase orders, you are entering that down payments, right? So maybe 5%, 10% of initial down payment you have to do. Advance payment. Down payment is nothing but like advance payment.
Advance payment.
Yeah. Okay. So that advance payment also you can do here. And taxes, respect to the input taxes, maybe in your location, what are the input taxes are there? Okay. Maybe for 10% after this product and 16% after domestic product. So here we have to use the input tax code, not output tax code. Okay. Clear?
Input tax code. Okay. So
It's
input tax code,
right?
as in like the taxes that we need to pay at our location.
Yeah, whatever it may be, if you are not paying also, okay, who paying this information, tax information? tax input tax code. You're buying the product, right? So
yeah, so we need to pay the tax, right?
yeah, we need to pay to vendor, right? So later we'll be getting this payment. We are leave this payment this tax information from the customer. When we are buying to the when we are selling to the customer, okay, obviously you are taking output tax code. That means from the customer you are taking the tax. So this tax and that tax you are including there, right? Maybe there is a 15% tax to the customer, right?
Okay.
So it depends. So whatever product you are buying, okay, whatever the product you are buying, so you have to pay the amount. You have to pay the some taxes to the government. So that taxes will be called income input tax code. So here in the procurement side, it is input tax code. From the customer side, when we are selling to the customer, that is the output tax code.
Okay.
Okay. So selling, when you are doing selling, this is the output tax code, and when you are buying,
Input tax code.
this output, and when we are purchasing, buying or purchasing, then it is input tax code. Okay. So tax predictable, tax non-deductible, that is the secondary again. So whether you are this input tax code you are including into the your profits and you are calculating all these things, and finally you are charging to the customer, right? So because if I have 14% of tax on the product, okay, I cannot sell the base price, so I have to be include that, okay, some whatever the effective price which is we paid to the sub vendor. Additional to that, we are adding some profit and we are selling to the customer, right? So obviously, I have to be compared to my effective price. If suppose the base price is 100 rupees, okay, plus there is a like 1%. Okay, let's assume that 10% on the freight charges plus there is a 10% on input tax. So this is the effective price, right? Because including tax also we need to be calculated. Okay, then only we can finalize that. Okay, finally how much the product I can buy, I can sell to the customer. Because if I'm not comparing this one, okay, if suppose I'm not comparing this one, okay, what will be happen? Okay, 100%, 100 plus 10, so 110 rupees. So I just adding 10 rupees to my profit and I'm selling to 120 rupees. But what actually it is happen? 100 rupees plus 10 percentage plus 10 percentage. You already paid 120 rupees to the vendor and you are selling to 120 rupees. Then it's loss only, right? So you also the effective price what it is there. You should compare first 120 rupees. Okay, then only you can decide that what is the final cost you can sell to the customer. That means I can add here 10 rupees to for profit. Then 130 rupees is the my cost.
Okay.
Okay. So input tax also is very important. Effective price it will like. Okay. So once this information, everything it is very important. Okay. Then conditions anyway we discussed already so many times. The discounts, such as everything which we are entering here. So if there is any conversion, it is there. Okay. Suppose the vendor is from the different location and you are in the different location, different country. Okay. The currency if it is different, then you can compare here the exchange rate here. Okay. So now it is a company also euro and our vendor also euro. So euro to euro conversion is 1 euro. But if it is a different the dollars or something which is like that, maybe it will be different here. Okay.
Right.
And if you want to be fixed the exchange rate, okay, you can fix the exchange rate here. Okay, because at the time of purchase order you agree that okay this is the exchange rate, but later when you are receiving the GR, there might be the exchange rate will be different because conversion will be different. Today it's 70 rupees, tomorrow it is 80 rupees, 75 rupees, 72 rupees.
Right.
So it will be changed, right? So whether you want to be as per your conditions and terms and conditions, whether you want to be go with what you agreed on the purchase order, that conversion you are agreeing that, okay, so that based on that if you want to go ahead you can put that, okay, this is fixed exchange rate. Okay, So other than this one, payment terms and Incoterms, all these things which we have discussed. And this is the header conditions. Okay, and here it is item conditions. The down it is item conditions, and it is top it is header condition. So what is the difference here? If I entered here header condition, if I have the 10 number of items are there in the PO, for all 10 number of items, this discount will be, this freight charges discount will be applied. Okay.
Yeah.
So for all items it will be applied. Okay. And if you want to enter the any text information, that information you can enter here. Okay. And this is obviously the address. Okay. And the communication to whom we need to reach from the vendor side. Okay. And the partner. Okay. If you have the different partners, transportation vendor is different, packing vendor is different. Okay. And the payment vendor is different. So in that case, you can maintain the multiple partners here. Okay. And this is the organization information where you are, who will be taking care and who will be buying the product and which company code, all this information. And the status will be the how much you ordered, how much it is delivered, how much still it is pending, how much invoice is completed, how much down payment is completed. Okay, all this information you can enter here. Okay, so this is what the purchase order which we have the information. Okay, and obviously we have to send this information to vendor. We have to send this information to vendor. So we have to be send that how you are planning to send this information. Okay, print out, fax, telex, external and EDI. So like you can select that or how you want to go ahead. Okay, and be entering that all the information here. Okay, this is configuration here. Okay. So where, how you want to go ahead, you can go ahead here. Okay. So the next, any other questions here? Any other questions? So almost we cover, right? So there is a confirmation tab, it is there. Okay, you can see here. Address also. Okay, which address you're expecting to get stock, plant address or store location address. Okay, and the confirmations. Okay, whether you are planning to, you want acknowledgement from the vendor once you send the PO. Okay, that you are expecting the acknowledgement from the vendor. Okay, and you are expecting some notifications on the confirmations and deliveries. So did you expecting all these things? Okay, so based on that you have to be proceed with this one. Okay. So this is for the confirmation here. Okay,
order acknowledgement.
Okay, then we'll be saving the purchase order. Okay, so as we discussed here, so each and every document have the unique number, PO number. Okay, depends on the document, what type of the document, PO document, what type of the purchase order it is. Based on that, the PO number will be generated with number range. Okay, so this information will go to the vendor. Once you send this information to the vendor, okay, that will be this yellow color will be green color. Okay, so which transaction code it is? ME9F. So here it is ME9F. Okay, so RFQ it is ME9A. Okay, RFQ it is ME9A, and for printout, and here ME9F. Okay, clear? So this this purchase order, whatever it is, they are generated. They say that email triggering, but they're putting medium as a printout. So there is some wrong configuration it is there. So that again we need to modify. Okay? So once it is configured properly, then we will get the printout. How we did for the RFQ. RFQ, how we did ME9A. If you go to ME9A, okay, I just executed this one. So here I can see that output message like this. Okay, so it is already generated. So I can see display message here. Okay, so this is a printout. Okay, so based on the client requirement, you can design logos, you can design the format, you can design the rows and columns. Okay, you can design the boxes, you can add the pages here, 10 pages, 20 pages, 30 pages, terms and conditions, all these things you can enter here. Okay, so that is a we called smart form output changes. Okay, so there is a like script or smart form or adapt forms. Okay, so all it is like a outputs only. Script is the old model, and smart form is the in the ECC model, and adapt form is the some kind of the new PDF format. Okay, so this will be designed by ABAP team, technical team, not from our end. We need to be get the requirement what exactly the requirement from the vendor. We need to be prepared that okay, this is the what the client expecting the logo. This is the what the client expecting that rows and columns properly, and this is what they're looking into border, some border they're looking into that. Okay, so those cases it will be like okay. Uh, we have to design with the technical team. So technical team will be design this form based on the requirement. Okay,
Yeah.
clear?
Right.
Okay, so now as of now we complete the purchase order. Okay, so PO number is PO number it is created. So any questions on this one?
Maybe I'll start practicing actually.
Yeah, you have to
Creating.
start practicing. So keep on do the practice every day. Okay, so don't forget to lose the practice. Okay, so first you do practice whatever we have the standard material number, standard plan. Okay, then once you are on hand to do the purchase requisition, purchase orders, everything, then we'll create our own enterprise structures, own materials, own suppliers, own master data, all we will create.
Okay.
Okay, so once you get the on hand practice for all the transaction code, then I can suggest to go with the customized one. How you can do the your enterprise structures, how you can go with the master data. Okay, that you can practice that.
Okay.
Clear?
All right.
Okay, then I think good.